In 2015, Michael Manzi was like any other guy. He graduated from Iona College, earning a degree in mathematics, and had quickly gotten a job working as a math tutor to some extremely wealthy families in the area. He spent the majority of his free time getting stoned and watching movies and talking to people online. But on October 5th, that very year, his life would be turned upside down when he was arrested as part of the show Hansen vs. Predator. Welcome back to another episode of Dreading, or if this is your first time here, welcome. Today we're going to be going over the strange case of Michael Manzi, one of the men who was featured on the Dateline show, but whose case isn't nearly as cut and dry as the edit would want you to believe. We've been asked to cover the details of this particular interrogation multiple times over, as the interrogators didn't have enough proof to say that he was going to the decoy house with the express purpose of preying upon a minor. His chat logs, though still inappropriate, didn't have anything overtly sexual in them, and any lawyer could easily argue that his statements had been taken out of context. A lot was riding on the interrogation itself, and it's quite interesting to observe how the police can go about trying to obtain a confession when they have less definitive evidence. But before we begin, as always, if there's a case you want to see on the channel or a story you want to bring more attention to, you can let me know by emailing me at dreading.official@gmail.com. We're consistently going through the email and adding your suggestions and beginning our research process. But be aware though, we are an incredibly small two-person team, meaning that it will take us some time to get to every suggestion, but we promise we are trying. So with all of that said, let us begin. As mentioned earlier, Michael's chat wasn't nearly as graphic as any of the other men who've been caught in these stings. In fact, when the tutor spoke to Hansen, the reporter focused on three key elements in the chat that could be seen as inappropriate, but not overtly sexual. If anything, Michael's insistence that he wanted to smoke with the decoy was more damning than anything else in the logs. The 32-year-old was still engaging with someone who he believed to be 20 years his junior, making inappropriate remarks throughout, but it was nowhere near the level of what was needed to charge him like the other men they had caught in these stings. Despite that fact, the decoy still invited the tutor to the sting house, where he was questioned by Hansen before he was arrested. There, Hansen read out the most damning portions of the chat, including when Mike asked if the child wanted to, quote, blaze, unquote, with him, and when he called the decoy his soulmate. However, the context of that message was withheld, as apparently Michael said that because they were eating the same dish, which he thought was a funny coincidence. The only other potentially sexual reference was when Michael asked if the decoy liked the downward-facing dog yoga position, which feels more sexual in our opinion. Manzi was adamant that he hadn't come to the sting house for any other reason than to check on the decoy, and appeared offended when Hansen said otherwise. He was then arrested, but continued to beg for his release to the officers. The following is the interrogation footage as made public by the channel True Blue Streaming Network. A link will be left in the description box down below should you want to watch it without our commentary.
Let go of your hands. Yeah, you can do our house. I should be good either way, but. All right, I'll see you in that green suit.
Thank you. May I put this on?
Absolutely.
Did you want the string?
No, he's fine.
Oh, okay.
All right. I told you it was cold, didn't I?
You sure did.
Sweatshirts, t-shirts, everything. It's still cold up here. All right. So, like we talked about at the house, I want to sit down and talk to you, kind of go over this, figure out what happened to you, a little more relaxed now.
Well, yes, but still.
Still, oh, I understand. Before we talk,
okay.
we have to do formalities. All right, I'm sure you've watched TV,
Mm-hmm.
your rights and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Now, just out of curiosity, are they supposed to do this when I get arrested?
No.
How does that work?
It's before you're questioned about the incident.
Okay.
The things with booking, your name, address, all that kind of stuff.
It's just formalities.
Yeah, that you have to do. This is just now that we're going to talk about kind of what happened today.
Okay.
We're going to go through this. All right?
Okay.
So I'm going to have you read these. All right. Starting here, just if you could read the first.
Oh, this is all the things. Okay.
Yeah, if you could read the first one out loud to me.
Sure. I have the right to remain silent.
Do you understand that? Okay. You can read the rest of these to yourself, and after you're done, just put your initials if you understand them on each side. If you have questions about any of them, just let me know. It's Michael, right?
Mm-hmm.
How old are you?
I'm 32.
Where were you born?
Queens, New York.
Your birthday? All right. How far did you go in school?
I'm past college.
Okay, did you have a 4-year degree, more than that?
Yeah, four-year degree.
Your ability to read is good?
I think so, yes.
Ability to write is good?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. So now that you've read all this and you understand it, you're willing to talk to me about, we can talk about what happened today?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we can.
All right.
May I ask a question?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is this like being mic'd and recorded and
It
taped
is.
and everything?
Yep. Yep. It's,
Is
you
this
know
for
what?
the TV show or
No,
is
it's for,
this for you
it's
guys?
for, so, you know, one, so I can go back and kind of look and
Of
make
course.
sure and
right.
get
I
everything
just wanted-
correct.
Well, yeah.
And it's also protection for both of us.
right.
So
what's going
they
on?
can't say down the line that, oh, he never
You said this.
that.
I said that.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And my goal here, and should be your goal here, is the truth
Right.
about all this.
Right.
Obviously, we know, kind of what happened,
Mm-hmm.
but we want to get into a little bit of you and kind of, what your thoughts were about this and just kind of figure it all out.
Okay.
All right?
Mhm.
So let's go back to like the very beginning of how did all this.
Starting off, this interrogator is doing an excellent job. He is kind and courteous to Manzi, building a solid foundation of trust between them, and isn't accusing the potential predator of any real wrongdoing. For the last few hours, Michael has had a difficult time expressing himself, and has likely felt completely isolated and alone. Everyone he's interacted with has assumed the worst of him, and he'd likely be desperate to feel some semblance of understanding. So by treating him kindly and not directly accusing him of any wrongdoing off the bat, Manzi is more likely to open up about what occurred here honestly. Moreover, he diffuses Michael's question about the camera in the interrogation room, though it's true that police interrogation rooms have cameras in order to protect both the officer and the suspects. The camera Michael pointed to is obviously not for security. We've seen and heard how poor the quality of the microphones and security cameras are in other videos, making it obvious that this footage was filmed entirely for the special. It was clearly large enough to draw Michael's attention to it in the first place. Michael's not an idiot like Jim Roach or Jeff Sokol or John Dupree, and is likely thinking about asking for some sort of legal representation at this very moment. Should the interviewer tell him that the camera is meant for the television special, and that anything said in this interrogation room would be shared on Dateline, he would likely clam up. So the interviewer deflects that question, making it seem like they are filming solely for his own benefit. He's doing a truly extraordinary job, especially when compared to previous interrogators we've watched in connection with these predator hunting shows.
Well, just talking online, really. I mean, just talking to random people. I mean, I've been going through a lot of things recently, and seeing a therapist
Mhm.
and a psychologist right now, and I'm just trying to work out a lot of issues that I
Yeah.
have, etc. And
Are you married? Single?
No, single. But I've been, just going through some rough patches, and I'm looking for an outlet to be able to try and speak to people,
Sure.
and just talk, and that's where I was. Just the app was kind of giving me.
Now, what app were you
kind of-
using for this?
I guess Whisper was this one that I was talking.
Yeah.
Um,
Are there
Yeah.
others that
Well,
you use?
there's,
I know
uh,
there's. I know
there's
obviously there's.
well, I mean, there's Whisper. There's I guess the other ones are. There's Scout. There's I guess just basically that.
Are they
really.
dating sites?
Well, some of them are. Some Whisper is not a dating site per se, and neither is a Scout might be more
Yeah.
like along the lines of a dating site.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Michael doesn't realize it, but everything he said here is very much in line with what other predators have said after they've been caught. It seems, based solely on the statement here, that Manzi is dealing with some serious self-esteem issues. He's looking for friendship and companionship anywhere he can get it. So he's lonely, isolated, and dealing with some vague psychological issues that he's yet to expand upon. That's largely in line with former FBI Special Agent John Douglas's theory of the emotionally insecure predator. He describes this kind of predator as being a man or woman who's unable for whatever reason to be in a stable adult relationship. This could be because they are unemployed, emotionally volatile, or just generally weird. Whatever the exact reason, these individuals begin targeting and sexually pursuing minors because they feel they can't engage with adults.
Use things like Snapchat or
No, not
Kick
really.
or
No.
Instagram.
I've used them in the past,
Right,
but
right.
not. I have not.
Facebook, like Facebook Messenger. Stuff
Well,
like that.
yes, but that's like between friends and stuff. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So up until yesterday, actually, I'd never heard of Whisper.
Uh-huh.
So tell me how it works.
People will just post things on there, and if you feel like it's interesting to what you have to say or what you want to do or say or whatever, then you answer it.
Is it like, do you create a profile?
No. It's all anonymous. People just post
Oh, it
things
is.
up online, and that's that.
Is it regional?
I guess so.
Okay. Again, because I've never
Could be.
I've never actually even seen it. I didn't hear about it today.
It could be.
So you just post something on like a board or a site,
Yeah, exactly.
and then people look at it, and you put your picture up there, or that kind of stuff.
I mean, you could if you really want to.
Okay. All right. So tell me about how you started meeting with or chatting with.
I remember just
Scott.
chatting with her. Really.
What was her name?
I really don't know. I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't remember.
And
Not
about-
this moment. I
yeah.
might remember it during our conversation.
Yeah, if you could just
considering
throw
all
it
the
out,
stuff
'cause
that's coming
So
to me right now.
about how long ago do you think you started chatting with her?
Oh, it had to be a couple days. It was only a few days. It was probably,
Today's October 4th, I think.
well, today's Sunday, right?
Sunday.
So probably Thursday?
Okay.
Thursday or Friday?
That's the first time you had any contact with her?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And how did it start?
Well, she had a posting up on there about people wanting to come, people chilling and things like that, but that they might as well bring bring some food, and she said something about chilling in Netflix, and that they should be bringing food and and I guess marijuana.
Okay.
But, yeah.
So the post was that the 13-year-old wanted to Netflix and chill. At the time, that phrase was commonly used as a way to say they wanted to sleep with someone, though it has since fallen out of favor as far as we could find. Michael either doesn't know that or he's deliberately trying to obfuscate that fact by not using the phrase correctly. Based on his general age and the fact that he responded to the post at all, it's likely the latter.
Is what her post had said.
Okay.
So, but it didn't say anything about anybody's age or
Right,
anything
right,
else
right.
whatsoever.
So you guys started chatting?
We just started chatting that way,
Yeah.
and then throughout the conversation, later on throughout the conversation, obviously it had come out how old she was.
Yeah.
But our conversation, we were just chatting the entire
Yeah.
time until then.
Remember what kind of topics you guys were talking about?
We spoke about food.
Yep.
We spoke about weed. We spoke about hanging out and watching TV.
Mhm.
And that was mostly it. We didn't speak about any kind of sexual things
Okay.
whatsoever. I mean, she's, this is a 13-year-old.
Yeah.
Obviously, obviously, maybe not obviously.
Yeah.
So, but that was the bulk of what we spoke about.
Food, weed, and kind of just
Pretty-
hanging out.
Pretty
talking TV and
much.
stuff?
Pretty much.
What did you think when she said she was 13?
I mean, at first that, I was a little alarmed that, of the age, but with, if, I really felt like there was definitely a position that she was putting herself in that wasn't going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Depending who, she could have been talking to somebody else who wasn't like me, and they might have tried to do something else to her or tried to act in a certain way,
Mhm.
to to really harm her or to have more of a sexual intent to go in
with her.
with her. Yeah. So,
at what point? She told you she was 13, and you continued
well, we
talking.
did continue talking. Yes, we did.
Okay.
We did continue talking.
About the same type of things. Just
Basically, yes.
food, weed, and
you can
chilling.
I think you have.
Yeah,
it
I have
probably.
some stuff.
So you can see it.
Um,
We never discussed doing anything sexual to each other. We never discussed making advancements towards each other like that. I mean,
I read through them.
yeah, go ahead.
There's there wasn't any explicit sex talk. You threw a couple pieces of bait out there for her to see if she'd bite at it.
Well, not necessarily. If you want, you can pull it out. I would like to look at it.
Yeah, well,
but definitely.
Yeah, no, there was no. Again, I know there's no straight sex talk.
Yeah. I mean, we're just talking here too.
So,
well, I think we're just talking. I don't
yeah,
know.
we are.
I feel relaxed to talk.
That's good. I'm glad. That's
to
because
you. Yeah.
it is important for us to kind of get this out.
Yeah, I mean
because right now we have Mike, a 32-year-old from Stanford or New York,
Harrison. Yeah.
who comes to Fairfield
Mm-hmm.
to meet a 13-year-old girl.
Right.
It's a problem.
Right.
So that's why I need to kind of get through this. So,
A couple of things stand out here. First is the fact that Michael tries to differentiate between him going to visit the 13-year-old and a different adult man going over to the Sting house. But as far as we are concerned, any stranger past the age of 18 going over to a 13-year-old's house when they're home alone is virtually the same. There's obviously no reason why that person should feel comfortable doing that, especially if all of their conversations have been online thus far. If you're going over to a minor's home, deliberately when their family isn't there and wouldn't know that you were there, it would be foolish for anyone to assume that your intentions are pure. Mike tries to insist that he isn't like the other men who've been caught in these stings, that he was just going over to watch television with the child and nothing else. He had told Hansen that he was just being a good Samaritan towards her, as he thought her post history could indicate that other men could be trying to prey upon her, but he never asked her about that in their chats. His concern about her safety has only surfaced now, when he's being accused of wanting to prey on her. Secondly, he states that he trusts the interviewer, and that they are just, quote, talking, unquote, in order to clear things up, but that is far and away from the truth. This obviously isn't just some interview. What he says here could result in various charges and jail time, but the interviewer has done a fantastic job of deflecting from that. Manzi feels safe and comfortable, even though he really shouldn't.
just top of my head, without digging through all these, she mentioned that she cracked her back and she does yoga.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you remember what you said?
No, we don't. But you can.
How's your downward dog?
Well, okay, yeah, but that's a yoga move still. But
It is, but
yeah,
like, come on.
I mean,
I'm
I
a guy,
understand-
you're a guy. I get it.
I understand what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
How's your downward dog? LOL, I think is what it was. So,
Mhm.
I mean, how old are you?
I'm
32. All right, I've been doing this for 30 years. I'm almost as long as you've been alive. I know. I text people. I know.
Right.
Throwing it out there a little bit, see what she says. She didn't bite at it.
Well.
Whether
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm
So
listening.
I mean, I read all these. I mean, there's there's pages and pages.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And most of it is just
Like I said,
food,
right?
weed, chilling.
That's what I said.
Every once in a while, you threw a little bait out. You threw a little.
Yeah, but there's. I get.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
get where you're trying to go with this,
Yeah.
but regardless, like I know what the conversation mainly
Right,
was.
right,
I mean,
absolutely.
and you do too.
Absolutely, I
You
do.
know, so you're not.
Absolutely, I do.
You're not disagreeing with me.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not.
I'm just making
But
sure because it's.
But
right
are you
there.
disagreeing with me that you kind of threw a little like, hey,
I'm disagreeing the intent that you're trying to. You might be feeling like I was trying to get from it.
right, to see if she would say, would you like to see it or anything like that.
Well, I mean, I can't. That's not where the conversation was going, nor intended to go anywhere, because.
It just never
Like
went
you
that
said.
way.
Well,
All right. So you talked to her for a couple weeks.
no, a couple days.
A couple days.
Just a couple days.
Then you. How do we get to today?
Well, we get to today because she had been talking about trying to meet up and hang out. And I had agreed, I believe, and I was quite hesitant about it several times, and about her coming to coming to Stanford or coming up to see me, which she also said she could do. But in any event, so basically that's, we had discussed it, and that was basically where we went.
Okay.
And
And you made
trying
plans to come up?
Well, I made plans to try and come up here and just to see what was going on.
And what were you guys going to do today?
Well, I was coming over here. All I knew, there was a 13-year-old girl. I did not know. I didn't even know if she was 13. She said she was 13.
Yeah.
How do you know if she's 13? How do you know if I'm 32? Other than my age.
Yeah.
But like I've been, I came up this way because I wanted to see what was going on, and obviously I did find out what was going on.
What were your plans to go to?
My plans.
In your head, what were your plans?
My plans strictly were just going to be hanging out. That
Yeah.
was it. That was all my only plan. That was the end of it. I had no other intent with this girl whatsoever. Because, like you said, and I said before, she was young. She's 13, so that's not the type of person I am. So.
Did you understand the repercussions of potentially hanging out with a 13-year-old?
Well, no, actually, I did not. I didn't realize that just by the act of you going to hang out with somebody who was under a certain age would actually get you in trouble. So I did not know that.
That never crossed your mind?
It did cross my mind for a moment, but I didn't think that I actually could get in trouble going to hang out with her. I mean, I did say to her, obviously a couple times, like that might, I might be able to, I might have trouble if that was, if I did go, but I'm not.
Yeah, well, you're cute
I
and
wasn't
cool
sure.
too. I know I could get in trouble for even talking to you.
Oh, there you go.
So,
And then
I mean, you
did.
knew there was
Then
an-
I must have said,
yeah.
there must have been, some issue. But I really didn't think that I could go and get in trouble 100% going to hang out with someone who
A
was underage.
13-year-old
Just
girl
hanging, well, if I'm
knowing
not-
that her parents aren't home.
Well, if I'm not doing anything that's, number one, anything that's sexual, or two, trying to do anything along those lines.
Right.
People do this all the time where they go meet up in the mall and go hang out, and they're out in public. What's the big difference?
The big difference is 32 and 13. That's
Michael's done a pretty good job thus far of sticking to his story. Anytime the interrogator tries to push past the idea that he was throwing bait out to the decoy to see if she was willing to flirt or show any signs of sexual interest, he pushes back against that notion. He's being direct about what happened and refusing to back down from that point. And because all the interviewer has to go off of is implications, there's very little he can do. Mike says that he didn't know he could get into trouble, but obviously based on his own chat logs and statements, that isn't accurate. But even without the chat logs, we could see that he doesn't really believe that. Ask yourself this question: if what Mike is saying is really true here, why would he only go to the minor's house when her parents were away? Why would that be the opportune moment for him to go meet up with a 13-year-old who he'd been talking to online for days at that point?
I understand
You get
the
that?
age.
You
I
get the
understand.
difference?
No, I do. I
Okay.
understand the age
Right.
difference. I
and
do.
it's important that you understand that.
I do. I understand the age difference, and
Right.
and that's why I really was not intending on doing anything with this girl, because she was young, and like I said, if she had met somebody else who maybe didn't have those intentions, or did have further intentions, worse intentions, she could have gotten really in trouble. She could have gotten hurt, perhaps.
So, if I remember right, did you say something when you were at the house that you came there to kind of teach her that you weren't that this was a wrong thing to do, to meet somebody?
Well, I didn't necessarily say it like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you're phrasing it a lot better than I had at the moment, because I was so like.
You were taken by surprise. Yeah.
Well, yes,
Was that just
May I ask for a second, because I'm just a
Yeah.
little, I know this interview, and I know you don't know me, and I don't know you, but you do seem like a nice guy, and I don't know what your impression is.
My impression of you?
Of me yet. I mean, obviously,
Yeah,
the
I have
paper.
this.
Well, the paperwork, and me sitting here.
Right.
But like, I don't know. I'm just like in a.
No,
Are you? I know you're not trying to like be my friend, but you seem like a nice guy. I'm
And I
trying to
am.
talk to you. I'm not.
and that's
I don't want like. Again, I'm sorry.
believe me, like I said, I've been doing this for a long time. I'm not sitting here judging what you're doing. My job is fact-based. It's
Right.
what happened.
Right.
And I want to
right.
get a clear picture of what happened and how we got here.
Right.
That's it.
Okay.
I'm not judging you. I'm not, I'm not thinking, what the heck is wrong with you? But, if you say something that, I think we need to clarify, I'm going to clarify it.
Of course.
So,
of course.
so when you talk about going to the mall to meet somebody,
I'm just
that's a little
saying.
different. And I know
why
you're just,
but
right.
that's why I said it, because to me, like, that's no different than what just has transpired.
No, I got it.
It almost isn't any different. But
Right.
go ahead.
Despite being more intelligent than the majority of the predators we've covered, he immediately falls into the interviewer's trap. He is aware that this is a police interview, that this is a person who is only engaging with him because of his own criminal behavior, and yet he asks for reassurance that he's coming across well and that the interviewer likes him, which is absurd. But once more, the interviewer diffuses the situation and provides the reassurance that Manzi desires. It's truly remarkable to watch. The interviewer has tried to get Mike to change his statements but has been unsuccessful. Continuing to push the 32-year-old would just result in him clamming up and asking for a lawyer. So instead, he begins to pivot the line of questioning towards Michael's love of weed.
So, let me just put a hypothetical out there. Had this not been what it was, with us there and other people there, and it was you and this 13-year-old girl, what do you think would have happened today?
Well, I could only tell you what would have happened on my end.
Yeah.
Number one. Number two, I mean, I would have gone there, and she said that her mother was coming home today.
Right.
Until about 6 o'clock. So I was gonna go there. I was gonna go hang out, and if her mother ended up coming in, I would have explained to her what was going on. But that besides that would have been. That's all I would have done.
Were you guys going to go out to eat or anything? I know you guys talk about food a lot in here.
We did talk a lot about food, but we didn't.
I was getting hungry kind of. Actually,
I wasn't
reading
sure.
the text.
I have no idea of
All
what
right.
was,
You guys talk about weed a lot. You guys
Yeah, we
smoke.
spoke about that a little bit. Yeah.
Were the plan to smoke and eat? And...
I mean, I was planning on trying to just like I said, being there, making sure things were okay. I would have definitely sat down and ate. I would have hung out, but that's pretty much it.
All right. You didn't have any weed on you?
Not when they arrested me.
Right.
No.
So you didn't bring any weed?
I don't have anything at all.
Okay.
They gave me a ticket.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Okay.
They gave me a ticket for having paraphernalia.
All right. Where was that?
Huh?
Where was the paraphernalia?
That was in my vehicle.
Oh, it was? Okay.
Yeah.
Did you have any marijuana in your car?
I think there was a little bit less than. I don't know. They have the ticket downstairs, but
Okay.
yes, there was.
All right. There was some marijuana. So, safe to say that had there been a 13-year-old girl, you would have sat down, hung out, had some food. Hey, we talked about Blaze. I got some stuff out in the car. You guys would have smoked.
Well, I really can't. I really can't tell you. I really can't tell you.
Can't or don't want to?
No, I really just can't tell you because it's really first.
Well, that's
you're going there and you're trying to get a feel for the person and see what the situation's like. I mean, that was the intent of. I mean, you've got it right here.
Yeah,
you can
I know.
go ahead and bring it up. I'll talk to you about it.
All right.
I have nothing to.
And I didn't smoke, LOL. I could fix that,
Oh,
I believe. That's what you said.
yeah.
Let's see. Money going to chill. There's a couple more here, but regardless. I mean,
Yeah. Go ahead.
You know, did you blaze? Still hang out. Definitely blaze beforehand. I just blaze, don't tempt me. So, you know, obviously, how often do you smoke marijuana?
I
Decent amount?
probably smoke a decent amount. Yes.
Do you smoke every day, you think?
Probably close
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah.
I go through ups and downs really with it. It's like there's a very long period of time where it's not smoke at all, and I start smoking again, and then it's just like, yeah, it's just not good.
Yeah.
It's just not good.
Have you ever been arrested before for anything?
No.
Never? Nothing that was an arrest that was cleared up or nothing like that? Nothing at all?
No, I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
And what other work do you do besides tutoring?
That's it. Just trying to find work. That's it.
Do you work on your own or with a
Self-employed.
company?
Self-employed.
And do you have a company name or is
No, we
it
do not.
just word of mouth? And what do you I saw your
More or
math.
less.
You tutor
I mean,
math?
that's, yeah.
Yeah. Are you a math tutor or do you tutor anything and everything?
Math can be, I mean, if I can, I'll tutor it, yeah.
Well, you said you had
Math is specifically, but if I can, I'll tutor it. Yeah.
you had a client today that you worked with. Was that math, or did you not have a client today? Before you came today,
I did.
you did. Was
Yes.
that math or
Yes,
was
it
it
was.
something? Okay, all right. I'm just trying to get an idea of
Yeah.
what kind of stuff.
Yeah,
what
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of stuff you're teaching.
Yeah.
Did you work? What kind of work have you done between college
It's,
and now?
it's literally just that. Just
tutoring?
Just work for
So
myself.
you're full time.
Just self-employed.
And is it high school, middle school, grammar school? Anybody?
It's usually, it's pretty much anybody.
Yeah. What levels of math do you go up to?
It's anybody, so it goes up to like calculus.
Is that what?
Cal
What did you
three.
major with in school? Did you major in math?
Yes.
And where'd you get your degree from?
I own a college.
And that's in New York.
New Rochelle.
New Rochelle.
Mhm.
All right. So you understand why we're here.
Oh, of course.
Right.
Of course. 100%.
We have a 32-year-old guy
Mm-hmm.
talking about smoking marijuana, hanging out with a 13-year-old,
Mm-hmm.
drive from Stanford to Fairfield
Mm-hmm.
with marijuana and what kind of vapor is that that's in? There's liquid.
Oh, that was.
Or is that-
that's
we'll
like
test
a,
it.
it's
Is it
that's
a-
just the.
it's not like a hash
It's just like
oil?
an
Oh, it's an
e-cigarette.
e-cigarette.
Yeah,
Alright.
it's something along those lines. Yeah.
All right. Had the marijuana hidden in a Cheetos box.
Well, yes, but that was for my own safety
Yeah.
as well. I mean,
So you see the issue.
yes, I do.
All right.
Yes, I do.
And you see the
Severity of it.
severity
Yes.
and the importance of
Being honest and talking to you and
right.
all of this. Yes, I do.
Okay. So what do you think? Would you have any questions for me about from here out what's going on? I know I told you when
Well, you
we were
told
driving
me.
in
You
that
told me you
I'd
talked
answer
to me
whatever
upstairs.
questions.
So
Do you have questions?
I do have questions.
Go.
I'm sorry. I'm
No,
just like
I got you.
trying to like
Ask me whatever you
figure
want.
this all out.
Yeah, no, I got you. It's
Well, I have a lot of questions I don't want to answer. I probably don't want the answer to at this point. But okay, first question. My vehicle.
your vehicle is being towed. It was
Oh.
brought here. We inventoried it,
Uh huh.
and then it's going to be towed. And I'll find out. No matter of fact, I'm going to be.
Oh, is it pre-towed? Like, is it? Can I have somebody come pick it up? Or
It's gone already.
okay.
It was towed by.
So I won't
It's
be able
not
to.
on here, but
So I
I'll
won't be
find
able to get the vehicle today.
No, probably not. Well,
am I going,
maybe.
Am I going to jail today?
Well, here's the deal. You were charged with criminal attempt to commit risk of injury to a minor,
Mm-hmm.
and then the possession of marijuana was the infraction.
Right.
So once we go downstairs, the shift commander will look at the charges and set a bond for you. And once you figure out what that bond is, you have the option of trying to call somebody to post your bond, get some money to get you out of here. If they don't post your bond,
I go to jail.
you'll stay here tonight and you'll go to court tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
You'll go get arraigned in front of the judge,
Mm-hmm.
and the judge can either raise your bond, lower your bond, keep it the same, or get rid of it. Those are the options and the judge will look at the merits of the case and decide what's going to happen. You will then, again, sometime during the day tomorrow, have the opportunity, if the bond is lowered, to have somebody try to post your bond to get you out. Okay? So that's kind of the process. Once we figure out your bond, you can make a phone call and just get somebody to try to work on getting out.
Okay. Okay.
Does that make sense? You understand it?
I'm just letting it sink in for a second.
I
But
got you.
yes.
I got you.
Is that okay, or do
No.
you have to run
No,
or
we
something?
can sit right here. We're good.
Okay. Okay.
While you think about it, let me ask you this. Go ahead.
I was going to ask what specifically gave me the charge.
Because you brought marijuana.
Sorry.
That's okay. That's freezing up here now. Because you brought marijuana up to Fairfield to meet a 13-year-old girl. And all of this chat was talking about coming up and meeting a 13-year-old.
And if I did not bring marijuana with me?
There probably would have been an issue as well. Probably would have been charged with that. Because it's the way the statutes are written, it's you're a 32-year-old man meeting a 13-year-old girl online, coming up to her house
Okay.
when she's alone in her house.
Okay.
That's a problem.
Well, yes, I do understand that.
And that's,
I know. But like I said, immediately when I got there, I said, do you mind if I take a look around? I mean, you know.
I understand that and I'll go back to your
I mean,
your analogy of
yeah.
meeting at the mall.
Right.
It's the same thing. It's not the same thing. There are inherent dangers for you and for a 13-year-old girl for you coming to her house. If you went to your buddy's house, would you say, hey, let me look around, I gotta make sure nothing's going on? Make sure there's nobody hiding around you, right? Of course not.
I trust
Right.
my buddy. I don't know what's going on.
So
I never
you're-
met this person before.
Right.
How
So
can
you're putting a
The onus.
13-year-old girl
Uh-huh.
into some sort of danger. A 13-year-old who can't make those decisions and judgments on their own because of their age, and that's why they have the law. It's putting a minor, a 13-year-old, at risk of injury. That's the way the statute's written. So, yeah, it would have been.
Even though there was no
Doesn't matter.
harm, I didn't bring a gun, I don't
Doesn't
have
matter.
any
It's
weapons.
a 13-year-old girl
Yeah.
who can't make those judgments on their own because.
Mike is just now being confronted with the summation of charges against him, and the fact that regardless of how he tries to spin the situation, what he did was a crime. He tries to defend himself by saying that he hadn't brought a weapon, so he wasn't really endangering a minor, but that doesn't hold up to any real line of thinking. First off, a 30-year-old male obviously poses a threat to any girl under the age of 18. It doesn't matter if they're carrying a weapon or not, they could still easily harm the minor and take advantage of them. Moreover, he had brought marijuana with him with the direct intention to smoke with the child. While weed is no longer considered a hard drug, studies have shown that it's not good for teenage development. It would be similar if he brought the minor beer. He wanted to impair the 13-year-old's judgment illegally, and that is still considered endangering a minor.
Okay.
And you're a 32-year-old man, grown man, coming to her house. It's a problem.
Fair enough.
Okay. One of the things we're going to do at some point is we're going to get a search warrant. We're going to go through your phone or apply for a search warrant. Go through your phone to get copies of everything here again because
Okay.
we want to make sure the stuff is the same.
Yeah.
Is there a passcode on your phone?
Yes, there is.
Just so we don't have to
Yeah, it's
do any damage on it as we try to. You didn't have any like computers in your car, iPads, nothing like that. Do you communicate with? No.
not just my iPhone. It's my iPhone.
Right, that's your iPhone. Right. What's your phone number?
So there's no way I can like just let my dad know where I'm at. So
Yeah.
maybe-
Oh yeah.
I mean like now, so I can tell him to come here.
We're gonna go right downstairs and what you call it because you'll use the booking phone down there. And there's no use calling.
Just have a minute, like
Yeah,
sitting
absolutely.
here for a second.
There's no use calling him right now if you don't know the bond.
Yeah.
Because I mean, unfortunately, it's not unlimited phone calls.
Yeah.
So. Again, from here on, I think you need to, and maybe because you're in the moment, and you have a lot of stuff on you right now. You need to see the bigger picture of.
I understand
It's a
where
problem.
you guys are coming
It's
from.
a problem what you did.
I
Regardless of
understand.
marijuana, it's a problem.
I
It's a
understand.
problem. A
Well, I mean, you could probably see she's chatting me up too.
Oh,
I was not.
I understand it.
Does that?
But here's-
does that do anything or no? It doesn't matter.
No. Here's the thing. What should happen is you're on Whisper, you're on whatever.
Oh,
Hey, how are you?
You're
Like,
13. Goodbye.
I like your app, but you know, I
Yeah.
like your picture, you know, whatever. You know, we talk about food. Hey, how old are you? I'm 13. Oh, all right. You know, I'm sure you're very nice, but have a nice day. That's what should be happening. And believe me, I get the whole what you explained. You know, you're going through things and texting and all these apps, and it's an easy way to communicate with people. And if you're not overly comfortable doing it face to face or whatever, it's an easy way to do it. I get it. I understand it. 100% I get it. But it you know, there's that level of anonymity between the two people that makes it easy. But when you close that gap of anonymity, you have to make sure that you're not dealing with a 13-year-old. Obviously, because you're here. You know? There's nothing wrong with going on these apps and talking and doing whatever. But as soon as somebody says I'm 13 or I'm 15 even, you gotta say, thanks, I'm good. You know?
Yeah.
I think you're a smart enough guy to know that. Just,
Does this stop at all, or can you
yeah,
stop it?
yeah,
at
it'll
all?
turn off when we leave. Yeah, it's all recorded. So. All right. Let me get you downstairs so you can call your dad, and see about trying to get out of here.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Can I? I don't even know what I want to do. But
No, I
okay.
got you. I understand.
Just like very, very. Am I gonna be looking at my car today? You said or no?
I'm not sure if you call the garage and they can come meet you there. Maybe.
Yeah, I have to pay it for a tow.
Yeah, they have to
too,
pay the
right?
tow.
Do you know how much that is?
Ballpark is like 120 maybe, but I'm not
Okay.
positive. You had some cash, I think, in your.
Yeah, I had a little bit of cash in
Yeah,
there.
yeah. I saw 100, and I don't know if there's something else.
Yeah,
a
yeah.
couple hundred in there. So, but we'll give you the number. We'll give you all that.
Okay.
All right.
Following the interview, Mike was charged with criminal attempt to commit risk or injury to a minor due to bringing marijuana to the Sting House. He was not charged with preying upon her, despite his inclusion on the show. He would plead guilty to the charge and was given a suspended sentence of 3 years and was placed on probation. This interview is incredibly interesting, as Mike never fully backed down from his original statement, despite the interrogation tactics being largely effective. But let us know what you thought in the comments down below. As always, if there's a video you would like to see on the channel or a story you want to bring more attention to, let us know by emailing me at dreading.official@gmail.com. We're continuously going through the email and adding your suggestions to our list. So with all of that said, we hope you're still having a happy holiday, and remember, stay safe.